year 2020.
We think.
The year of the virus. Okay? Not making light of the virus, okay? It's just like, damn, you know.
You got to have some fun, though, or you're going to go crazy.
Yep. We are Weichert Realtors Main Edge, Mustang, Oklahoma, where we do crazy things just to stay entertained sometimes,
Yes.
you know. We're redoing the
Office.
The realtor's agent resource room,
Yes.
new countertops, new cabinets, all this stuff. You know, you got to keep these old hands busy, you know. It is crazy times that we live in.
Yes,
you
and
know?
we're still doing real estate. So
That's right, absolutely. A lot of real estate, you know. I was joking around this morning. We don't have any aluminum foil. I was looking for some aluminum foil so we can make some of those hats, like in that movie Signs. You know, who's a Joaquin Phoenix that had the aluminum foil hat sitting in the closet so the aliens couldn't read their brains. Okay, because I've been on Facebook a little bit lately, and people have let stuff get into their brains that is crazy. Okay, I mean, you know, you got to take this stuff serious, but you don't got to jump off a cliff. You know, and I get frustrated because I'm not sure exactly how to deal with some of that stuff.
there's no way, I don't know, because you say one thing or try to talk to some people, and it's just blow up. Sometimes it's hard to have a conversation when somebody thinks way one way or way another way.
Right. Well, you know, and people giving these go-to-hell looks that is so frustrating. You know, we ordered all of our cabinets and countertops online from Lowe's, okay? Cool. I take the trailer, we pull up to the commercial deal. You know, it's all ready for us to just load up. We didn't even have to go into the store or interact with a bunch of people or nothing like that. But we're getting these go-to-hell looks. It's like, what are you doing, you know? It was frustrating. And then yesterday I had to go to Tractor Supply pick up feed.
Right.
You know, I
For
have
the
to pick
chickens.
up feed for the critters. You know, and people are like, well, you know, what are you doing now? You know, blah, blah, blah,
Well,
you know,
I'm glad to see people taking advantage of being stuck at home and doing home improvements.
well,
Because, I mean,
cleaning up the place, you know.
or whatever. Because, they got to go to Lowe's every once in a while to get supplies. But it's better than them sitting there doing nothing and their house getting worse or whatever and in bad shape, and then they can't sell it when they need to or want to, or who knows what's going to go on.
Right. Now, you know, you get on Facebook, and I've been on Facebook far more than I'm ever normally on Facebook, okay? But you can almost tell who lives in apartment complexes or who's, you know, in a tight community that they can't really do anything, or who lives in a kind of a regular neighborhood, something like that, or the people that have small farms and stuff like I do, you know. We're outside doing all kinds of things. That's just what we do. I actually feel really bad for people like in apartment complexes. You really, I mean, at best you can go out on, if you got a little balcony, you can go out and, you know, look at the outside.
Right. Like, we have the yard, so we can still go out, walk around our neighborhood, whatever, but not everybody has that. Of course, we got some looks because we have our yard guy over doing some yard work for us. He lives in my neighborhood, so it's not like I don't see him anyways.
Right.
It's not a big deal, but you still get look. I'm happy to help him because his work hours were cut. His wife's a teacher. There's
a lot of people out of work. You know,
I'm happy to, he does my yard work anyway, so why not have him do some extra right now while he has some time?
Right, and I've become a really big tipper. Okay, you know, when we get carry out food and stuff like that, 20%'s actually out the door for me. I mean, because I'm actually sitting pretty good. I'm not, not crazy with money, but I understand. I've been in so many different businesses over the last 30, 40 years that I've been in businesses where 2 weeks without steady stuff would have just wiped me out. And and these small businesses, I mean, they don't get into small business to get rich. Most people, they do it to make a living and to serve people and to join society. And now they're not allowed to do that, really.
Right.
And that's so frustrating.
And the ones that can do it are trying to make it work by carry out and call-in orders and stuff like that. But it's still hard on them because, like, we went and ate yesterday, got food, and they said their lunchtime is
next to nothing.
Next to nothing. So, like we said a few weeks ago,
well, some of these places are getting really good at carry-out stuff, you know. I was a little frustrated, you know, because my wife and I both are tired of burgers for a change. We were going to get Chinese food, but the Chinese food places, which are normally carry-out only anyway, are closed. I'm like, wow, you know. But, you know, it is what it is.
And shout out to title companies, by the way, Dawn's on here. You guys have been doing a pretty good job on making these closings that have to happen still go as smooth as possible with the situation. So, home inspectors, all these people that still have to be involved with home purchase are still have to be out there working, and they're doing a good job from what I've seen.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, refis are going crazy right now, which is a really good time to refi because of the interest rates for one thing. But, you know, if you refi something, it may be 60 to 90 days before you have to make your next payment.
Right.
Hopefully, all this will be done and gone by then.
Right.
And you've dodged, well, first of all, you're saving money on interest, and you've dodged a bullet because you're not having to make a few payments here or there. And if you are refining, ask for that time.
Yes.
You know, and it may cost you a tiny smidge up front. But wouldn't that be nice to know you didn't have to make a house payment for, say, 90 days? You know,
some people it would be.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
But talk to a lender. Don't just do it because you can. Talk to a lender and make sure it benefits you to do it.
And pick a lender that, and most of the time it's not necessarily your local bank. I mean, it may be, it may not. But pick a lender that you click with, that I'm not going to say necessarily aligns with your values or whatever, but, you know, some people get along with people of a certain type or not with another.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like the first lender, pick another one, okay?
You can shop
because
around.
It's just going to get worse if you don't be a little bit picky about that, you know. But I still think, you know, once this is all over, or even as it starts winding down, I think a lot of these people that are kind of trapped right now, they're going to be ready to change their situation, their family situation, their work situation, everything. The whole country is going to be going through some major changes. Yes. And I like to think that a lot of them will be positive changes.
Hopefully.
And that they won't, you know, that this just won't be a total devastation for everybody.
If you're still here and you want to talk about your options for when this slows down, about selling and purchasing, or just purchasing because you're a renter, holler at us. We can do video calls and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do. I probably FaceTime more this last week than I have in the last year. Zoom meetings.
Yes.
Our office meetings are Zoom meetings, and
there's lots of options. Skype. There's, you name it, we can. I can get it set up for them.
Yeah, you know, even our Rotary Club, we're doing. You know, we really can't meet.
No.
First of all, every place that we would normally meet is closed. But you know, most of our members are older, and last thing I want them being exposed to anything they don't need to be. So we're doing the Zoom meetings, and we practiced a little bit that this week. And you know, that's a challenge for some of us. It's
I know. I did a video.
We're not
for him.
tech person. You know,
but we can walk you through a phone call to get you set up if you need help.
Right.
So, but we're here to help. So
That's
we
right.
can still do a rough CMA to give you an idea of what you're looking at right now. Of course, that will change.
That's going to change a lot of our CMAs because a lot of sales are basically shut down. They're not stopped right now. They're delayed or whatever. So that changes the time frames on our comparative market analysis.
And we're only working with people that have to buy or sell right now. Less of the people that want to, and more of the I have to. So that also slows down the traffic.
Well, with all the kids out of school and stuff, I can imagine a lot of families are reevaluating their whole setup.
Right.
You know, maybe the kids need a little more privacy to advance further in homeschooling and stuff like that instead of being quite so
Or they need
cooped
a
up.
little more room because they're not set up to have 2 or 3 kids homeschooling at a time.
Right.
You know.
It lots of changes are going to happen. We'll be glad to help you with those changes.
Just holler at us. We'll see what we can do when you're ready.
You about ready to wrap this up?
Yep, we got lots of work to do.
Yes, we do. All right, we are Weichert Realtors Main Edge, where we do